Hello there, welcome back. You're watching Fuzzypedia. As we all know, capitalization is one of the basic criteria in English language. Capitalization means writing a word with its first letter as uppercase letter. Though it's a basic rule, it's a bit confusing though. We usually capitalize the beginning of a sentence, name of places, people, etc. But there are more contexts which requires capitalization of which many of us are not yet aware. There are lots of exceptions too. Here, I am going to discuss 13 rules of capitalization in two parts. If you follow this, I am sure you'll get rid of all your confusions regarding capitalization. So, let's get going. So, the first rule is the first letter of a sentence or speech should be capitalized. For example, the man was very hungry. He said, "Do you have any sandwich?" Here, this sentence, the man was very hungry, its first letter is T, it is capitalized. Then the next sentence begins here, it is he said. So, the first letter of this is also capitalized. Now, do you have any sandwich? Here, this is a dialogue or speech. So, the first letter of this sentence is also capitalized. Okay, so this is the first rule. The first letter of a sentence or speech should be capitalized. Now, the second rule is the personal pronoun I should always be capitalized. We know I indicates oneself and it should always be capitalized wherever it is used. For example, I was on leave yesterday as I was suffering from fever. So here, this is the beginning of the sentence, so it's always capitalized. Whether it's I or anything, it should be capitalized. Here comes another I. It's also capitalized as it's the personal pronoun I. So wherever I is used, it should be capitalized. She thinks that I'm a good teacher. Here also I is capitalized. Third rule is days of the week. The first letter should be capitalized. For example, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Wherever a specific day is there, we should capitalize the first letter. But we should not capitalize today, tomorrow, yesterday, etc. For example, they watched a football match last Saturday. Here, Saturday is a specific day, so S is capitalized. Now, the second example is they watched a football match yesterday. Here it is yesterday. It doesn't indicate a specific day, so we should not capitalize the first letter here. Now comes the fourth rule, that is the months of the year. The names of months of the year should be capitalized. For example, January, February, March, etc. Example, London is very cold in December. Here, D is capitalized as it indicates a specific month. And the first letter is always capitalized. Now comes the fifth rule, that is names of countries, nationalities and languages should always be capitalized. The first letter of all countries, nationalities and languages should always be capitalized. For example, we have country England, the nationality English, language English. So here all the first letter should be capitalized. France, French, India, Indian, Hindi, etc. Let's see some examples. For example, David is from London. Here, London is the country name, so the first letter is capitalized. Now, the second example is he is English. Now, here this English shows his nationality, so the first letter is capitalized. Now, David speaks English. Here, English is the language, so E is capitalized. I like Indian food. Here Indian shows nationality, so the first letter is capitalized. Now comes names of towns, states, continents and other geographical divisions. They should be always capitalized. For example, Abu Dhabi is the largest emirate in the UAE. Here, Abu Dhabi, the first letters are capitalized. Also, UAE shows the abbreviation of United Arab Emirates. So, all the letters are capitalized here. Now comes the seventh rule, that is names of rivers, mountains, lakes, and canals. For example, the river Thames is alternatively known as the river Asis. Here, R is capitalized, T is capitalized because this indicates the name of a specific river. The name of a specific river it indicates. Here also, river Isis, R is capitalized, I is capitalized because it shows the name of a specific river. Now let's see the second example. It is the longest river in England. Here the word river is not capitalized because here the word river is used as a general noun. It doesn't indicate any specific river here. It is generally used as river. So here no capitalization is required, but here it indicates a specific name. So it is capitalized here. Now England is capitalized. Again, this lake is called Lake Michigan. Here also, here the word lake is not capitalized because it generally it is used as a general noun here. But here, Lake Michigan indicates a specific name, a specific name of a specific lake it indicates. So here L and M are capitalized. Whenever the word lake, river, mountain, canal, etc. are used to indicate the names of specific things, then you should capitalize them. If they are used as general nouns, we should not capitalize those words. Now comes the basic rule, people's name and titles. For example, Doctor, Mr., Mrs., Miss, etc. All these titles should be capitalized always. Also, the person's name. For example, my teacher is called Mr. William. Here, M is capitalized because it's the title. Then W is capitalized because it's the beginning of a name, specific name. Now, the second example is my doctor's name is Dr. Ryan. Here, D is capitalized, then R is also capitalized because it indicates a proper noun. This is Surgeon Smith. Here also surgeon is title, it is capitalized, then Smith is a proper noun, so S is also capitalized. Now comes holidays and festivals. All national holidays and religious, non-religious festivals should be capitalized. For example, Eid, Onam, Christmas, Easter, New Year, etc. For example, they are very excited about Christmas. Here C is capitalized because it is the name of a festival. Now, names of all religions should be capitalized. Now comes the 11th rule, that is names of companies, organizations and trademarks should be capitalized. For example, this car was made by Volkswagen. Here, V is capitalized because it is the name of a company. Now comes the 12th rule, that is abbreviations and acronyms. For example, we use abbreviation USA for United States of America, for United Arab Emirates we use UAE, for United Nations we use UN, and many more are there. For all these abbreviations, all the letters should be capital letters. Okay. For example, this is the flag of the USA. Here, USA, all are capital letters. Now, the UN headquarters is in New York. So, U and N are capitalized. So,